Very nice work there, people. Very nice work indeed.
Oh, thank you so much. Your advice was very helpful.
Well, it's like I tell every adult movie star. If you're going to suck, suck all the way.
It was an honor working with you, sir. I've never seen such brilliant direction.
Well, what can I say? I know how to keep them coming.
Who was that ingeniously perverted man?
That was Michael Bay, the most brilliant porn director the world has ever known.
Hello?
Hey, Michael, it's Peter.
Peter! So, good news?
Good news, buddy. We decided to let you direct Bad Boys. If all goes well, we might have a few other films lined up for you, too. They see potential in you, kid. Keep it up. You might just be one of the biggest action directors of all time.
Oh. Well, that's great, Peter. That's great.
And what's the matter? I thought you'd be more excited.
Oh, I am, Peter. I am, but, I just don't know if I always want to be associated with action.
Well, what did you have in mind?
Well, I always wanted to do a romance.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember it so you don't have to.
Years ago, a disaster fell upon this nation. A horrible tragedy that left good people and their families scarred for life. And while many weren't there to witness it, this attack on the public left several poor souls confused and afraid. And I think we can all agree, it's a bombing we will never forget, and will hold deep within our heart.
Okay, you know the punchline. It's Pearl Harbor the movie, not the actual event. Some of you may find it kind of cold of me to make a joke around that, but if Michael Bay can make up insulting shit about Pearl Harbor, well then so can I. This dumbass flick trying to cash in on the romantic historical fiction based around a tragedy genre, which sad to say is quite a popular genre, is an obvious studio choice to try and get out a butch version of Titanic. Because hey, if the highest grossing film at that time got its profit from teary-eyed women, naturally we can make more, marketing to testosterone-filled man penis. The problem is, it's over 3 hours long, has no action until the middle, and is under the misconception that Ben Affleck is likable. And seeing how this is still the month of love, I say we get snuggly with the most romantic person we can think of, Michael Bay. Let's awaken the sleeping giant with Pearl Harbor. We open with two boys on a farm pretending to be pilots when one of their dads comes in from his job.
I'll get the front! No, you take the back!
Oh, what do you know? It's one of those one-button push planes. Here's a piloting school my ass. Flying this thing's as easy as flushing a toilet.
What flew? We flew! Yes, I'm a pilot!
But Father Jerk in everything I'm in is not happy and starts beating his son, only to have his friend knock him out.
I will bust you open, you dirty German!
I fought the Germans in France. I pray to God no one ever has to see the things that I saw.
We are so lost.
No, we're not.
We're not going anywhere.
Yes, we are.
We have no direction at all.
Yes, we do.
Told you we weren't going anywhere.
Blow me. Cut to years later where those two boys have grown up into some wild, crazy rapscallions who love putting priceless military aircraft in jeopardy. Maverick!
Those farm boys are grounded.
Yes, sir. An entirely unacceptable use of military aircraft, sir.
Oi, stutter. It's my thing. It's a quick way to identify me without having to give me any character.
Get those hedge hoppers in Doolittle's office.
Our heroes are played by Ben Affleck, pre-director days, so you can hate him all you want, and Josh Hartnett, who if his eyes were any more squinty would have to see through his eyelids. They're under the command of Colonel Doolittle, played by Alec Baldwin. Pre I had too much pie, but not post I need to seriously stop eating the goddamn pie. It's ironic because he plays a person based on a real-life colonel, and yet he's probably the most cliche character in the entire movie.
That's not training, Macaulay, that's a stunt. And I personally consider it to be reckless and irresponsible.
I was doing it to try to inspire the men, sir, in the way that you've inspired me. I believe the French even have a word for that, when the men get together to honor their leaders. They call it an homage, sir.
A what?
Don't throw your $1,000,000 words around me! What complicated French phrases are next? Baguette? Clisson? Gerard Depardieu?
An homage, sir.
That's bullshit, Macaulay!
Everybody. But it's very good bullshit!
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, we like these privates that don't follow commands and endanger their lives and equipment. We need more people like you not doing what we tell you to do. It's like the old saying goes, be all that you can be and do whatever you want. We're flexible.
Oh, man, I am one good-looking son of a bitch.
So seeing how Michael Bay's forecast calls for permanent sunsets, it's probably best that we cut to the next night. Oh, and here's a fun game. Count how many times they giggle throughout this entire scene.
If the Call of Duty means seeing 150 men in their underwear every day, we are here to serve.
You know what they're doing where I come from? Cow tipping.
That's why you join a Navy.
We're Navy nurses, not tourists.
I joined to do my patriotic duty. And to meet guys.
Past him. Well, he was getting fresh, so I poked him again.
Stop! Oh, by the way, hi Jennifer Garner. Yeah, that's really her before she became famous. God, I wish you and these brainless bimbos were all just aliases for your next undercover mission.
You gotta tell them the story, Evelyn.
Well, it was about 4 weeks ago.
So Hartnett tries to help Affleck cheat the physical so he can pass and join the military, but Kate catches on and calls him on it.
But Army and Navy requires 20/20 vision.
Oh, it's not a problem with my eyes. I mean, I can see. It's just letters. I mix them up sometimes. That's all. I mean, I just get them backwards sometimes.
Well, I felt so bad. I had no choice. I passed him.
Well, I guess it's nice that she passes dyslexic doofuses, putting most likely several other soldiers at risk in critical times. But all I want to know is, if he constantly gets letters and numbers backwards all the time, then how the hell did he read the cheat sheet? Dipshit, just imagine those letters are up on the board! Because guess what? They are up on the board!
Maybe we could celebrate.
Celebrate what?
Well, you being my hero, for one.
They of course start chatting and start up a romance, but is it me, or does it sound like Lucas took over some of this romantic banter here?
You are so beautiful, it hurts.
It's your nose that hurts.
Oh, I think it's my heart.
You're so beautiful.
It's only because I'm so in love.
No, it's because I'm so in love with you.
So love has blinded you?
Maybe Lucas's screen alias is Randall Wallace. Wouldn't that explain so much? So they spend days and days together until we come to this tired story thread. The fact that he's leaving the next day and is only now telling her about it.
But I'm going to the war. Tomorrow, flying with the Eagle Squadron.
You're in the U.S. Army. How could they order you to go?
I volunteered.
I passed you. Now you volunteer for the most dangerous place you could go?
It's not your responsibility. It ain't your choice.
Yeah, we're just a couple. It's not like you have any say in things. It's like Rosie the Riveter says, men call all the shots. Or was it something else? No, that was it. But at least they have one last romantic evening alone together.
See, I can't do this. I mean, I can. I want to. I don't want you to have anything about tonight that you regret.
If I had one more night to live, I'd want to spend it with you.
See, that's what I want to come home to. I want to know that the best part of my life's still ahead of me.
So the promise of sex will bring you home? Okay, fair enough. But you're still gonna have that lust whether you're with her tonight or not. Why buy the cow, man? Or deny the cow sex, however the phrase goes. So he tells her not to see him off at the train station, but yeah, get a load of this great logic.
It's my test.
If I tell her not to come and she comes anyway, then
I know she loves me.
Okay, dude, you kept that you're leaving a secret, sprung it on her the night before, say she has no choice in the matter, are denying her nookie, and you have the bull testicles to be testing her? What the hell do you do for an encore? Tell orphans that they're seeing Santa's workshop, but it's really a war zone and the ones who didn't plug their ears get a cookie? Christ, how close are those Japanese planes again?
Evelyn! Evelyn!
She loves me.
I totally made my girlfriend who I treat badly cry. Feeling the douche. So while Kate and her friends are off to be nurses...
Welcome, ladies. Hi.
Oh, don't you mean Affleck spends time in fighter jets, while also riding his supposed true love.
Family.
Girl, sir.
The girl.
A lot of people frown on the Yanks for not being in this war yet. I'd just like to say, if there are many more back home like you, God help anyone who goes to war with America.
Oh, yeah, another thing about this movie. If it could jerk off America's Wang anymore, it'd probably get dick sauce on Cuba. But meanwhile, our Japanese enemies plot their surprise attack, led by God on high, treasure to the entire world and whatever parts of the universe are left undiscovered, Mako.
Well, Pearl Harbor is too shallow for an aerial torpedo attack, and we're surrounded by subnets. Distance is our ally, Admiral.
You analysts got it all figured out, don't you? A smart enemy gets you exactly where you think you're safe.
Yes, the smart enemy plots in giant hot tubs with toy battleships that have no markings on it that would identify it as a map. Not, of course, forgetting Rubber Ducky Godzilla.
Oh, Rubber Ducky Godzilla! Rubber Ducky Godzilla! Rubber Ducky Godzilla! Oh!
そうすれば敵側はますますもって混乱状態に陥ると思う。いいやんだ。賢明な人間は戦わずして戦に勝つよ。
Actually, I have to admit, I'm kind of shocked. We're about 45 minutes in and there's been no explosions, all character development, even if it's bad development, and even the Asians are shown in non-stereotypical ways. Almost like Michael Bay was a different guy. Still a bad director, but a different guy. You almost gotta wonder what was going through his head at the time.
Peter, did you see the news about Armageddon?
No, but I've seen the critical feedback. Maybe there wasn't much to this Bay kid as I thought.
Actually, according to these recent box office results, it's already made $36 million.
How can that be? Everyone said it was crap.
And yet it's still made a spectacular amount of money.
No film has ever gotten this much hatred and yet earned so much.
Maybe this Michael Bay guy is onto something. Maybe he's a wonderkid.
He's a miracle.
Some are even calling him the son of schlock.
Hail, Hosanna! The chosen one has come!